Let's dive in to the March 2025 release at Trinity Stamps. I'm going to show you everything from this release. Everything. We're going to start with this cute set. This is a 4x3 stamp set. There's 2 images in here. They're really sentiments, but it's called Nurses Appreciation, and it says, nurses like you are precious and few. And then a separate sentiment says, a big thank you for all that you do. I love that this is separate because this is a saying you can use on everything, right? Not just for nurses, but also when I'm thinking about making cards for nurses, I don't want to spend a ton of money on something that I might not use a ton. So having a smaller set like this at a good price point makes me so happy. And there's a coordinating die if you like such things. So you can die cut out this part right here, and then you can also die cut out the smaller sub sentiment. So I love that. I like bubble cut sentiments. I like having a die set, so that is my jam right there. But you could easily get this set and just stamp it and not die cut it out and put it on a card and not always need the die set, you know? So here is the card that I made. I did die cut out that nurses part right there. I added it onto some pattern paper, and then I made a flower here that kind of goes with the pattern paper. Die cut it and just made it to match and added a new embellishment, which I'll show you the new embellishments at the end. And then a big thank you for all that you do. I put on the inside with a little bit more of that pattern paper. It's just fun to color. I colored all these bubble letters like in an ombre look. So isn't that fun? I think this is a cute set. It's perfect, right? Okay, let's move on to another sentiment set. This is called Healing Wishes. So we have comfort and rest. I heard you were under the weather. Get better soon, sunshine. Wishing you a speedy recovery. Get well. Feel better soon. Take care of yourself. Healing hugs. Sorry you feel like poo. Caught a bug. This one's my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. I had a little input on putting this into the set, so I hope you like it. It's got the little emoji, which if you have the Trinity Stamps cell phone, there's like a set that goes with it that has different emojis you can stamp. You could put this in there. I love it. Okay, so you'll see this throughout the video. I've used it a couple times on some of my cards because it's just a great sentiment set you can add into your collection and use with things that you already own, right? Good one to have. Love this comfort and rest. That's really good. And of course, you can get the coordinating dies to a bubble cut out all of these sentiments. So we're going to set that over there. We're going to see it on some other things. But next we'll bring in another 4x6 set. These are both 4x6. This one's called Indispensable. So you've got your prescription like medication pill style bottle. You've got a medicine, like liquid medicine bottle. They both have lids that are separate. This is like a label that you can put onto the bottle. You've got a Band-Aid, a spoon, a drip, some little medication there. And then you've got a happy face and a sad face you can put on there, and feet and arms, a heart. You've got you are indispensable, sending healing hugs, doctor's orders, pill better soon, sorry about your boo-boo, and then RX and a stethoscope. So very cool. And yes, coordinating dies, and all of these the 2 medication bottles have like shadow layer dies, so you could even make like a little miniature shaker. Very cute. So that's a good set. And the card I made with this is actually on my YouTube channel as its own video for the release day hop, which is today, March 27th, 2025. I was very proud of myself. I know this seems like kind of a simple card, but I did some masking, which isn't usually my thing, but I was like really proud of myself on this one. So this is the card you'll see on my video if you want to go check that out. Also, I'll link it below, but there's a playlist for all the other videos in the hop by the other designers from Trinity Stamps. So you can just click on the playlist. You'll see all of the videos in one place. And of course, there's a giveaway, so you want to make sure and check that out as well. So you can see that over there. Okay, we have a really cute set. This is a 4x8 set, so it's much bigger. And this is the Cozy Bear. Trinity Stamps has a lot of different sets with Cozy Bear, so you might have seen this style of bear before. So I'm really excited personally that we have a new Cozy Bear in the collection. This is Cozy Bear MD. So you've got your doctor or nurse here wearing a stethoscope, and you've got your little baby bear patient. There's some casts you can add onto them, and you can just create a little bit of a like a doctor's office scene with the things that you have here: an exam table, the room dividing curtain, a diploma, an x-ray. This is a shot, a thermometer, check your ears or nose, and blood pressure cuff, a mask for the doctor, some hearts, and some sentiments. So very, very cool set. And yes, coordinating dies to die cut out all of those things. So that's very nice to have. I don't know if you can hear my dogs in the background. They're thinking about playing. Here's the card I made. I did add the doctor and the patient with the cast and just made like a little miniature scene here. And I decided that he was going to be giving him a lollipop, like, you know, doctor would do sometimes if you had to have a cast put on. Maybe that's in the olden days from when I was little. But this is from the Cozy Bear, I think it's called Sweet Shop. And so I added that from that set, so you can mix and match your Cozy Bear sets. And the Room Builder die set, it creates like a wooden floor, a baseboard, windows, curtains. It's very cool. You could use that with this to create a scene as well. So isn't that cute? And new things for Cozy Bear. So that makes me happy. Definitely. Okay. Another new sentiment set, Simply Sentimental Sympathy. I'm so happy about this one. You know, we love our Simply Sentimental set. So you can stamp and die cut out the large words. I have a bunch in here. Let's just take those out. Let's take a look. So you can stamp and die cut out. I got two of these. The word sympathy, right? You're going to stamp it. You're going to die cut it out with this, right? But then you can also die cut your letters and stick it onto this layer right here. And then you're going to get this. So you've got choices here, and you've got sub-sentiments in here you can add with it. With sympathy, condolences, no words, just hugs, a note of sympathy. Can you hear my dogs? Oh my gosh. With sympathy, I'm sorry. And like little smaller words here, so you can really fit the size of your card. You can fit the style of your card. So I think that's really cool. It's such a good feature of this Stamp It and Die combo that I love. So I did all of them so I could have them to show you and have them for future use. So I'm just sticking them in with my set here, and I can pull them out when I need a sympathy card and they're ready to go. And I like that there's different style of fonts, because then you really can just pull them out. You know, maybe you want to do a floral card or something. You want something a little bit more elegant, but then maybe you want something with Cozy Bear, and so you want something a little more cute. You have options with this. So let's look at my two cards I made. I did this one with the stamp and die cut it out, and then it says no words, just hugs. And if you guys watch my videos where I have been spraying my stencil and picking up the excess ink off of the stencil to create a different background, I use some of those on these cards, and I'm going to have a video of it because you guys told me, yes, use those backgrounds. So I'll have a video of these cards showing you how I made these backgrounds. And then this is the die cut sympathy, white die cut letters on black shadow layer. So there's the two side by side. Sorry, I'm holding these up really high on the screen, but there you go. Simply Sentimental Sympathy. Okay, let's move on to some stand-alone dies now. This is Tiny Bandage. I love it. It's so cute. Let's look at it die cut out. So here's the bandage right here. You can see it does all the little holes, and then the square part you can layer on top of a solid, so you can put almost like that little piece of gauze under it. And then wishing you a speedy recovery. This is from the Healing Wishes set right there. So there you can see where I use that as well. Isn't that a fun? I know you could just do so much with this. A lot of the design team has made like a background with the Band-Aids. So fun. I think this is going to be a popular one. Okay, now we have a stamp set, which is actually a coordinating stamp set for this new shape card. This is the Soup Can shape card. You can see we have a large die right here that's going to cut out the shape of a can. And this is like an A2 size card. Here, let's just compare it with an A2 card. See? It's the same size. Okay, so then you turn this with your extra dies in here. There's different size labels, a spoon. You've got the word super, a star, a heart. We've got a spoon that you can put the soup in, all the things. And this is what it looks like. I have used also the coordinating super stamp set for the chicken and Hope You Feel Better and the heart that I embellished with. Now, this super right here is actually this die cut. So you can stamp it or you can die cut it. This die being solid, it's not going to be great for you to also die cut out this word. So bummer about that, but it works beautifully. Look at there for the die cut layered look. So I love it. The Hello Friend, I did Hello Super Friend, is from Simply Sentimental Hello. And then the chicken, there he is. And then look on the inside. Healing wishes. Sorry you feel like poo. I love it. Okay, so now we have this part of the die set. We've got some pills here because you can also turn this guy into a medicine, bottle. And I made it a shaker. So you are indispensable. This little arrow right here, this is from the paper crafting magic set, the one I always use for interactive cards that you can stamp the word push, pull, shake, all those things. It comes with arrows in the stamp set, but also a coordinating die set that die cuts arrows. So I die cut the arrow from that for my lid there. And here's the die cuts I added to the bottom. The die cut hearts I added. So yeah, you've got options with this and you could really think outside of the box and probably make a bunch of other things with this. By the way, I did put this die cut piece right here upside down. I glued these on upside down, but I just rounded the corners and made it work. But you just glue these separate pieces right here. These are separate and they will go on to this piece. And I just did it upside down. You know, these things happen. It was my first time. So learn from my mistake, but that is the new Soup Can shape card. Okay, we have three more sets I want to show you. The next one is the Alphabet Soup die set. This is going to go with a fan favorite at Trinity Stamps, the circle shape card. It makes a donut, but now you can take this and add it to the circle shape card and create a bowl of soup, alphabet soup. Isn't that fun? I made mine into a shaker. There's two dies here. This one, the outer one, has a bunch of embossed detailing in it. So you can make like the edge of a bowl. And then this one, you can either glue it on top of that circle or die cut them at the same time. And that's going to give you a ring, an opening. So you can make a shaker and put the stuff down underneath there. It also has the spoon and a fork. You might have seen the fork on my Trinity Stamps live video last Saturday when I made the waffle circle shaker card and I added the fork. This is where that is from. Okay, so I added the alphabet in here and I did the word love you on the spoon because don't you remember that? Always trying to find the little letters to spell out a word. And there are some shaker bits in here. That is a new embellishment. So there's my circle shape card. That's a bowl of soup. You got the little parsley going on, the chicken, the peas, the carrots, and noodles if you don't want alphabet noodles, or maybe you want both. And then your spoon has a layering piece. That's what I used here to make the soup. So loving this add-on for the circle shape card. Love it. Okay, speaking of add-ons for circle shape card, we have the basic emoji builder die set. So on your packaging, when you get it, you're going to have a kind of a helping hand that I only have the front, but it's going to show you on there. There we go. It's going to show you the different faces you can make with these pieces here. So you can, use the sunglasses and this smile to make a cool guy face. You've got the surprise face, the smiley face the smiley face, the sad face with a tear, the laughing with tears, the winky face, and the super happy face. So a lot of things, and you can see how you could mix and match the things in here to create your own emojis like I did. Look at on the circle shape card. I love it. So this is a really fun one. And if this was not enough, then we also have the sick and tired add-on set. So you can take pieces from here, use it with this, put it on the circle shape card, and make your sick emojis. Your sleepy, your nose blowing, your vomiting, your face mask, and your about to be sick face. And my favorite, the little thermometer. Oh, it's so cute. So I think that this set is so much fun. The design team has been having a blast customizing their own emojis. Sire made one, this vomiting one, but the vomit was rainbow. It's so fun. I loved it. Made me happy. And others have used them to create characters from the Muppets. Sarah Liz did that. So make sure you check out the design team hop today. I'm going to have that playlist linked for you below, remember, so you can go do that next. Now that you've seen the entire release, actually, I'm going to show you the embellishments. So we're not quite through everything, but I want to make sure you go and support our design team because I have some great people with me on the team. Okay, here's the embellishments. So we have our boo-boo bandages. So these are the different size little band-aids, and these are all clay, all of these. We have I think these are called happy pills, and they're large and small, and they have different colors, and they all have a cute little face. We have our peas and carrots for your soup. Yeah, I'm in love with those. So simple and yet so genius and so fun. We have 2 different cereal options, so you can turn your bowl into a bowl of cereal. The Fruity Loops, the kind of charms going on there, all clay bits, and I'm going to be using some of these in a live video on the Trinity Stamps channel today, March 27th at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So be sure to check that out on the Trinity Stamps channel and come see me live. I would love it. And then we have some rubber duckies that came out too that, don't necessarily go with all the things in this release, but are just a really fun addition to the clay elements in the Trinity Stamp shop, along with their hundreds and hundreds of other embellishments. So that is it for me today. I am excited about having this release in my collection because a lot of fun things that you can do to really brighten someone's day when they're not feeling well. I think you want to always bring a smile to somebody who's having a rough time, who's going through a loss. You want to show them some love and maybe remind them of brighter days, remind them that you're there for them. And I think that this release is perfect for that. So I thank you so much for stopping by and visiting my channel today. I will be back again soon with more videos of probably these projects right here. I have some videos recorded that I'll be sharing with you as the release is out. I'm going to be very busy traveling again for Scrapbook Expo. So if you have Scrapbook Expo in your area, check the dates. Maybe you can come see me and take a class with me at Scrapbook Expo. And I will see you guys again very soon with another video. Happy stamping. Bye.